Welcome to Motogp Mac. In today's video, we're going to talk about Fabio Quartararo's comments after his dismal weekend at the Austrian Grand Prix in the Red Bull Ring. Now, speaking after the race, Quartararo said, "We are not finding anything at all this weekend. The bike, it is sliding far too much. We're not getting any confidence with either tyre. There is a lack of grip, a lack of power, and basically a lack of everything. Even with fresh tyres, we couldn't make a difference. We were a second too slow per lap, with no potential at all. Between February and November, we have a chance to adapt the new M1 to our needs. The 2026 winter test will be one of the most important in a long time. It is my job to get the maximum out of it, but it's Yamaha's job to finally deliver me a competitive bike." Now, in the good old US of A, people would say, that's fighting talk. And it is definitely fighting talk. You can definitely see Fabio is starting to lose the plot with Yamaha. And the last person to talk like this to their manufacturer, saying, the engineers need to engineer the bike, I need to ride the bike, was a certain Marc Marquez before he left Honda. And, you know, realistically, in the winter test in 2026, I think Fabio is going to make up his mind to decide whether he stays or whether he leaves the Yamaha fold. Because if he gets onto that bike and it's a crock of shit, you know, he's like, well, look, they've promised me stuff for years. It's never actually happened. Therefore, I am out of here. Compared to if he gets on the V4, it's everything that he wants. He's back in love with Yamaha again. He would probably resign. So I do think it's getting pretty interesting between them. Now remember, he will get his first test, I understand, of the V4 at the test in Misano. So it's not so far away. But again, we know the V4, yes, it was about 3 seconds away a couple of months ago. They haven't really pushed it to the limit. I would suggest it's somewhere about a second slower than the current M1. So, you know, there is still a bit to go. But then saying that, if it's 3 seconds with Fabio, it's probably, let's just say, maybe 1.5, maybe 12 hundredths of a second compared to the test riders. So it will be interesting to see what happens. But realistically, Fabio is basically saying to Yamaha, sort your shit out or I will sort out another ride. Because remember, the end of 2026, oh boy, you know, musical chairs is going to happen. There's going to be the fight for who's going where and what and how. And, you know, again, who is not to say that Fabio wouldn't throw his leg over a Ducati? And in my opinion, majority of the riders will want to throw their leg over a Ducati. Ducati is definitely one of the most sorted bikes out there. They're probably already focusing their thoughts and plans and all of this on 2027. Yes, they can start till 2026 actually physically testing. But again, my point here is that Ducati have had a long time to work and think about it without having to continuously focus and develop their current bike to get it up to speed. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Fabio's comments? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.